everyone, and welcome once again to Hot Intelligence. My name is Jesse.
And my name is Lucci, and today, like we always do, we'll be bringing you all the latest hot topics making the rounds and all the latest gist people are talking about. And for our very first story for today, we'll move over to Jesse to bring us the latest gist.
Okay, the headline of this news is Live in the Dubai Blitz. British family stranded in UAE tells how they are forced to sleep on beds in hotel car parks and take shelter in nightclubs. And this news is based on how British tourists and residents in Dubai are facing terrifying conditions with thousands stranded as Iranian missiles um, strike for forcing them into makeshift like shelters, also into places like hotel, car parks, basement, and nightclubs. And amidst widespread airport closure, witness report panic, the sound of explosion and families huddling in windowless rooms for safety. I would like to get your opinion on this news in the comment section.
For me, I think this is a very unfortunate time to travel and to be in Middle East. If you're planning to holiday in these countries, even Saudi Arabia that's been a little bit quiet, please, I'll advise you have a second thought about it. And for those in Dubai who are stranded, we can only hope and pray to find a way out of that country. And if the governments of those countries have seen the videos that I've seen, I pray because they've got kids there who are as stranded as their parents, kids and adults all stranded. Well, we hope the parents they find a way to take care of the children before the government intervenes. Okay. All right. For the next story, Jesse.
Okay, the headline of our next news is Albanian gang flood Britons with illegal cigarettes. How Balkan criminals are using social media to sell smuggled tobacco for express delivery to British homes. And this news is based on how an investigation revealed that Albanian criminals networks are using social media platforms like TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram to supply the UK with illicit, low cost tobacco. This smuggled and counterfeit cigarette often priced at £6.50 compared to the £70, the 17.75 pound retail price and delivered directly to homes and may contain dangerous contaminant. And for those wondering what the word illicit means, it means just like forbidden or illegal. Um, I'd like to also get your opinion on this one because I want to see what you have to say, especially about drugs usage in Britain.
Well, just for 2025, for instance, there's a report here that states that around 5.9 billion illicit cigarettes were consumed in the UK in 2023, representing 25% of the total market. So I think these smugglers are really, really making a market for themselves with this illicit smuggling. Well, it's up to the security department and those who are responsible to fish, those who are selling this harmful. It's bad enough that cigarette is harmful to the body, and so imagine if you're smoking one that is cheap and even more harmful. Well, what we do for the half of bad habits. Anyway, to the next story, Jesse.
Okay, our next news that's I feel like so far my favorite news. The headline is Police rush to secondary school, mass fight between pupils as two teachers are taken to hospital. And this is based on how on Thursday, 26th Feb 2026, police and emergency services swarmed Fairview Academy in Sheffield following a mass brawl involving numerous students. Two teachers were hospitalized, and the principal, Daniel Bullock, attributed to the violence to community tension spilling onto school grounds with no weapons found and no arrests made. And the reason I said this was my favorite news is because it's not a news that you see online every time or like being published every time because it's based on school. But I like the fact that this was brought up because more parents need to know about what's going on and also need to check more on their kids in school. Okay. Um, Moving on to our last news from me before we move on to the favorite part. The headline is Nursery Teacher Who Raped and Drowned Partner 4-year-old Daughter by Sitting on Her in the bath begs for leniency as she faces sentencing. And this news is about how a former nursery teacher, Amber Lee Hewer, she's pleading guilty for leniency after being convicted of the premeditated murder and sexual assault of her partner's 4-year-old daughter in the Johannesburg. Hughes drowned the child in a calculated act of revenge following a relationship dispute. She now faces a potential life sentence. That's really good, giving a life sentence. That's good. What do you think?
So the daughter of the um, ex-partner had to pay for the breakup. That's sad. You know, you can imagine how messed up people's minds are. Just because somebody broke up with you and you had to take out the revenge on an innocent child to the extent of killing the child just because you want to have your pound of flesh. Well, I think justice has taken its course already. There's little much to say. And I'll only say this for those who might be watching this or who get to watch this and or get to see the story. It's for you to learn from this, incidents. And life does not end after a breakup. There's still a lot of life to live, living to do, and who knows? You can meet somebody who's even right and better for you. Nobody has to pay the price, for any sad situation that happens in your life. And even if you want to revenge, or even if you must have your revenge, it shouldn't be to the extreme, to the point that someone has to lose their life. It's a sad world we live in, and I'm happy justice has been well served. Okay,
So we're just
so
moving to
I think now is the time for sports news. Like I always say, my favorite part of this segment because this is where I have to do more of the talking. Okay, and yes, over the weekend, some EPL games were played. Of course, if you watch our previous videos, we've talked about how English league is the biggest league in the world and it's the most watched league as well. So it's the most league we talked about most of the time. So some matches were played, and the table is having more how will I put it now, a more forecasted, like half people forecasted how this league was going to pan out, and it's because shaping it like that. Up, except the fact that Tottenham Hotspur were not predicted to be battling relegation at this point in time, and they sit 16 on the table. Unfortunately for them, they've had lots of managers sacked, hired, sacked again, and nothing has changed. The only thing that has changed is the names of the managers they've had on their payroll for this season. Their position on the league table has not changed for a very long time. And the top bottom we have Wolves 20 positions, Burnley 19th, West Ham. These are relegation bound already. And if Nottingham Forest and Spurs are not careful in 16th and 17th position respectively, they might join them in that battle. And for the top positions, we have Arsenal, Man City, Man United, who has overtaken Aston Villa now, um, and Aston Villa in fourth position, and Liverpool in fifth. Chelsea seventh, sixth, Ramin, and Brentford in seventh. So these are like the top seven, and yeah, keeps changing apart from number one position, which Arsenal has maintained, since almost the start of the season. The rest positions have been fluctuating, with every match day. Yeah, basically apart from Arsenal and Man City, first and second positions. All right. And just last week, the round of 16 draws for the UEFA Champions League was out. And of course, some of you must have heard about the draws and the teams playing each other. PSG facing Chelsea in the round of 16. Newcastle, they're playing Barcelona again. I think they met before, and where we have Marcus Rashford scoring some very fantastic goals. And we have Atletico Madrid versus Tottenham, Bodo Glimt versus Sporting, Leverkusen versus Arsenal, and Atlanta versus Bayern Munich match. Now, this is the one that got people talking a lot, and it's Real Madrid versus Man City. Because I think a lot of people has been wondering why, how come Liverpool has to play, sorry, how come Man City have to play Real Madrid every time? It seems a lot of people are tired of saying that fixture. Well, there you have it. We'll be meeting again. And over the weekend, Arsenal played Chelsea on Sunday. It was called Tag the Super Sunday. It was a big London derby. And for the uncountable time in 5 years running, Arsenal again defeated Chelsea. And like I said, for 5 years, Chelsea, under so many managers, up to 5 or 6, have been unable to defeat Mikel Arteta. He has beaten them blue, black, red, yellow, anywhere, anytime. In the Carabao Cup this season, they beat them, and in the league, they've not beaten them twice. So Mikel Arteta has won more games against Chelsea than any other opponent in his managerial career. For Chelsea, he's won them 11 times. For Wolves, 10. Newcastle, 9. Tottenham, 9. Crystal Palace, 9. And Leeds, 9. So Chelsea, for a chance now, they have a chance to top this table. So you're topping this table now. And another table that they are topping is tables for red card and indiscipline for this season. They've had the most red card and the most players sent off this season. And on Sunday, Pedro Neto got his marching orders. And this is Chelsea's ninth red card of the season in all competitions. 9 red cards flying all over the place for Chelsea. Talking about indiscipline, he got that card, that booking, in the space of 3 minutes. 2 yellow cards in 3 minutes. In the 69th minute of the Chelsea Arsenal game, he got sent off. And Arsenal scored their 2 goals from set pieces. And they've been tagged set piece kings all over Europe. And one of the amazing facts now is that the fact that Arsenal's corner kick, the picture of the corner kick, for instance, we have a picture of Saka taking corner kicks, has been tagged as the images that precedes inevitable events. So when you see Arsenal place the ball in the corner stand, take a corner kick, there's an inevitable event of Arsenal celebrating a goal. It's almost inevitable. So you have that as one of the facts. And Liam Rossinier, the Chelsea coach, has only lost 3 games in his 13 games as the manager of Chelsea. So he's been in charge of 13 games and he has lost 3. And guess who has lost all 3 too? Arsenal. He's lost all 3 this season to Arsenal. So Mikel Arteta has become his nightmare. Wherever he sees Mikel now, he'll be running for shelter. And all over social media, pictures, funny pictures, as calling Chelsea Arsenal's newly wedded bride. Because they beat them anywhere and anytime they like. Okay, so if you've stayed glued to your screen, we do hope you've enjoyed your time with us. And if you don't mind, you can kindly share and what?
Hit the notification bell,
Yes.
subscribe to our channel, and like this page for more episodes.
Yeah, there you go. So hit the notification bell and share to your friends, to your kids, young ones who think might be interested in this kind of content, and it goes a long way to encouraging us to keep churning out this, wonderful piece to you every week. All right. So until we come away next time, we'll say stay safe in the world where, the rumors of war everywhere now. We ask that you stay safe, stay prayerful, stay positive, and stay up. Goodbye.